Hello, welcome to FightCore USA.
Do you know what's the worst position to be in as a striker? You guessed it. It's being on your back. And why is that? Because from this position, if you are a striker, you can't do anything. You are completely helpless. If you are an untrained person who has no idea about martial arts and fighting and you fall on the ground, first thing somebody will try to do is to put you on your back. Because this is the easiest way to dominate another human being. And then from there, they can start raining down punches to your face, which is something we don't want. So today we're going to talk about the technical get-up, which is basically how to go from your back to your feet as fast as possible. So let's begin. All right, so here we are, on our back. I have my hands by my side. My head is close to the fence. What I want to do is I want to create some space between me and my opponent so I can use my hands. And the reason why I want to use my hands is so I can protect my face. Protection of my face is the #1 priority. Even though I'm trying to get up, even though I'm trying to create distance, if I'm not able to cover my face and my opponent starts coming at me with punches, all my efforts are going to be wasted because I might just get knocked out. So the first thing I want to do is I want to extend my legs and push myself off the ground. I want to use the momentum of my body weight to create that separation. Now, if I'm able to create enough space between me and my opponent, I can use one of my hands to create more space. I'm going to use my fingers like this. And I'm going to aim for the face. Why am I aiming for the face? Because it's the most vulnerable part of the body. That's what I mentioned earlier. This is a very important point. If you're in a real fight, try not to aim for the groin. Try not to aim for... Those things only work in the movies. In reality, you want to aim for the face because that is the most vulnerable part of the body. And that is where your opponent will feel the most amount of pain. As I create this triangle with my hand, my fingers, and my thumb, I'm going to push forward, and as he goes back, I'm going to stand up. So this is a very basic technical get up. Now, if my opponent is too strong, he might not allow me to create that separation. He might keep pushing me down. So in that case, I need to use a little bit of technique and a little bit of strength to create that separation. Now, once again, it doesn't matter if I'm facing an amateur or a professional fighter, whether I'm inside or outside the cage. If I end up on my back, I need to get up as fast as possible. And the reason why is because when I'm on my back, I'm completely vulnerable. And if I'm not able to get up, my opponent is going to take full advantage of that. He's going to start raining down punches. And if I'm not careful, Those punches can knock me out. And that's something we don't want. Now, this is not the only way to get up from the bottom position. There are other ways. You can use your knees. You can use your elbows to get up. But the problem with those techniques is that they require a lot of strength. And if you don't have the strength, it's not going to work. Whereas the technique that I showed you earlier, it's easier to perform. And the most important thing is it's much safer. Getting back to your feet after being on your back is a victory in itself. And the reason why I say that is because if you are a striker and you get taken down, it's very difficult to get back up. Especially if you're facing an experienced wrestler or a judoka. Getting up is already a victory. Once you're back on your feet, you can start utilizing your striking skills. If you've ever been to a live MMA event, you must have noticed that every time a striker gets taken down, the crowd starts booing because they know that their favorite striker is in trouble. And guess what? It's not just the crowd. Even the coach on the corner is worried because the job of the coach is to save his fighter. And the best way to save your fighter is to have him on his feet. Because this is where the knockout comes from. This is where the submission comes from. But if he's on the ground, especially on his back, he's completely vulnerable. That's why when I teach this to my students, I make sure that they understand the importance of it. It's not just a random technique. It's something that you need to know. And if you don't know it, you might get hurt. Now, let's move on to the second variation of the get-up. This time I'm going to show you guys what to do when your opponent is too strong. When he won't allow you to create that separation, you won't be able to create that space. So, in this case, we need to use a little bit of strength. This time I'm going to start with my hands at the back of my head. As soon as I feel the pressure, I'm going to push back. So if he pushes me down, I'll push back. I'm gonna grab his collar. Now I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna turn. The idea is to go to the side, and as I go to the side, I'm gonna use my leg to create some space between me and my opponent. Now, if you notice, as I'm pulling, I'm also putting my weight on my left hand, so this is going to help me create that separation. As I go to the side, I'm going to use my other leg and I'm going to kick off. Now, if you notice, as I'm kicking off, my right leg is in the air. So this is going to help me balance myself. It's going to help me stabilize my body. And now, finally, I'm going to bring my other leg and I'm going to step next to him. I'm going to create some space. Now that I'm on my feet, I'm safe. And from here, I can start doing whatever I want. I can strike. I can grapple. I can do whatever I want.
Wow.
But the most important thing is, I'm not on my back. This is the same technical getup that I showed you guys in the beginning. It's the same thing. We're just doing it from a different angle. The reason why I want to show you this is because sometimes you need to use a little bit of strength, but you can't just rely on strength. Yes, you need to have strength to fight, but you also need to have technique. If you look at any MMA gym, the first thing they'll teach you on the first day is how to get up from your back. And the reason why is because it's an essential part of self-defense. Let us say you are on a date with your girlfriend, and all of a sudden this random big guy comes up to you and takes you down and puts you on your back. What are you going to do in that situation? Are you going to panic? Are you going to lay there and cry? Or are you going to use your martial arts skills to defend yourself? You can't just rely on your striking skill. You need to know how to defend yourself against and the first step to doing that is knowing how to get up from your back. So if you are a beginner, don't just go and train striking. Work on your grappling. Learn how to take people down. Learn how to submit them. But most importantly, learn how to get up from the bottom position. Because in the real world, things don't always go according to plan. You can't just rely on your knockout punch. Sometimes you need to dig deep inside of yourself and find that inner strength to get back on your feet. And that's exactly what we did in this technical get-up. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my videos.